I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. Joining me today is Jay Woods, a designated market maker for IMC. Quick note to our viewers before we talk to Jay. This is for informational purposes only, and we are not giving any recommendations or advice. Jay, look at you, suit and tie. Tell me, are you missing the trading floor? You're missing getting dressed up? What's with the suit and tie today?
Well, yes, I am missing getting up. Yes, I wanted to see if I could retie it. It is like riding a bike. It's been 6 weeks. But I got a little grief for the Eagles smock, and I was a little upset with their draft. So we're gonna put that in the closet for now. And then Mom gave me a little grief about not dressing professionally, and you kind of pushed me a little too, Judy. So I'll give you a little credit. But it looks a little better. It's more professional. So I think we keep it on the up and up. Working from home. I didn't wear this all day, but it's going well. We had an interesting week in the market's interesting end to the month. So we should talk about that, I guess.
Yes, that's right. Well, it's May 1st, so we have had a whole month, and it's actually been 6 weeks of working from home. Tell me what you were seeing in April, a full month of electronic trading.
Yeah, well, it's like we said, operationally it's going well, but April, we keep hearing these historical numbers again. April was up 12.7% in the S&P 500, best month since 1987. So we keep, because of the volatility, because of the huge downward move, now the relief rally, the bounce back is historical in its own sense. So we're finally calming a little bit, but we did end April strong. Very happy about that. Wednesday was April 29th, April 30th, not so good. And then coming into today, May 1st, we had a nice sell-off. So it wasn't the best start to May. I know everyone has this expression, sell in May and go away. One, where is anyone going? This is ridiculous. Two, I hate these expressions. I think the last 7 of 8 periods after May to October, we've actually rallied. But, in the financial world, people love these catchphrases that rhyme. We love hats. You can see my hats in the background. So sell in May and go away. People that believe in that, they got a taste of it today to kick off the month.
Yes. Okay, so this week we saw the jobless claims that was up. So what else were you looking at this week? What else was affecting trading this week?
Yeah, let's kind of review. The week was odd. We were up 4% in the S&P 500 at our peak Wednesday, and we actually closed down for the week. That's the first time anything like that, another big stat, has happened since 2011. That's a heck of a reversal, and anyone looking at a candlestick on the weekly basis is not going to be happy with that. But we did get off to a good start. The high point was Wednesday. We were led by small caps and energy stocks that were really beaten up. So you saw a little mean reversion there where they kind of led the way back. We peaked on Wednesday, and we peaked on the news that the remdesivir, I'm probably pronouncing this wrong, but the vaccine for the coronavirus was making progress, and Dr. Fauci gave a little bit of a stamp of approval. So we had a nice rally into that, and unfortunately it was a case of buy the rumor, sell the news, because by the time we digested that news, we peaked, and we reversed on Thursday, accelerated into Friday to the close today, which left us down for the week. So wasn't the greatest end of a week we wanted. Net, we were down less than 1%. So if you look on it, okay, the last 2 weeks we've been kind of flat. We're still above 2,800 in the S&P. That's a level that's really right in the middle of this range, but for the most part, we didn't get a good feeling. We didn't end well, and that has us concerned going into next week.
Okay, so you mentioned next week. Tell me what you're looking at next week.
Well, there are a couple things. First of all, let's just look at the technicals of what happened this past week. For Fibonacci lovers, from peak to trough, we rallied 61.8% off the low, give or take a point percentage. And I know people like Steve Grasso from the New York Stock Exchange, or my friend JC Peretz, who really study these numbers, saw this as a key level of resistance. And at 29.33 in the S&P, it was almost there to the number. So technically, does the sell-off continue? That's one thing we're concerned about, just how we finished the week. The next thing is an X factor in China. China was one of the reasons we sold off today. A lot of talk out of Washington that there will be some sort of tariff retaliation because there is blame there as far as this virus goes. What that means, what that will do, no one's really sure. So uncertainty, that's something we don't like. And then if you look back to 2019, the biggest driver of volatility when there wasn't a lot in 2019 was China trade talk. So that comes back into play, and that could lead to excess volatility. And then the return to work, economic numbers. For the first time, we actually didn't rally on some of the bad news. We want to see a flattening of the curve there, in a sense that the numbers start to go down as people do reenter the workforce. We talked about Georgia last week opening up, and I know Texas and a few other southern states are returning to the workforce. So our eyes are on them to make sure, one, that the numbers don't go up, and two, from the personal point, New York, the center of the financial world, and yes, I'm biased, and so should we be at the New York Stock Exchange. Once we go through that process in the coming weeks, people are going to watch to see how that goes. And if it goes smoothly, we may finally get that rally. But right now, we're around that 2,800 level, and we're fighting. And the way we ended the week wasn't how we wanted to, but we take a pause over the weekend. We come back refreshed next week, and hope we can shake off any rust that happened day one in May, and we start another rally next week.
Okay, Jay Woods, it was great to talk with you, and looking forward to see what you plan on wearing for next week's interview.
Oh, yeah. God only knows. I'll probably ask Mom and see what we come back with. But have a great weekend. Always good talking to you guys as well.